I think this one, the exam. Yeah, this one should be the exam. So yeah, this is this one. Yeah, this particular one, I've solved these questions to this level, to this number five. I've solved it. So what this means is you have so they have given you this question and they said the table below shows the extent to which the Nigerian graduate patronized ABU, right? So we have a class mark. And the class mark is just giving you like an interval. So from 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25, and 25 to 30. So the frequency here now, that means the people that fall here, they say that 2, 4, 3, 7, 5, 6. That's the frequency. So
Okay.
the class marks, you understand? So you are now in this question now, it said you are required to use the group data above to compute the mean, the median, the mode, the standard deviation, everything 10 marks. Yay. That see that question is it's as simple, abi? 10 marks like this, just to do the mean. So what happens here now is you now have to solve this, right? You will now have to solve this. So by solving this, we are calculating the mean. So we this is the data from the table from the equation. This is the data we have. So we need to create a new working table. Now this table we are going to get our x. You understand? We need to get our midpoint. Do you know how we get our midpoint? We need to get our
Mm-mm.
x. We need to get our fx. We need to get our x minus x. And we need to now the reason why we need all this is because of the formulas we are going to use. Now, this is the formula for us to calculate our mean x. Do you understand? For us to calculate our mean, the formula we are using is sigma. That is this thing is sigma fx all over sigma f. So this is simply means summation of fx. Now fx is mean x multiplied by f. Do you understand? F multiplied by x. Now f multiplied by x. So you have f here and you have x here. So that is why you are having this multiplied by this, right? Okay, so you said you don't understand how you get your mid x, Abby.
Yes.
Okay, so your mid x is going to be for you to get that. Now you have 0.5 and this is 2. So this is 0 plus 5 divided by 2, we give you 2.5. Use your calculator. So for you to get the one for this one is 5 plus 10 divided by 4, we give you 7.5. Because
Okay.
you have 0.5, which is the class mark. Then which is the frequency now is 2. So add this 0.5, 0 plus 5, we give you, divide it by 2, it will now give you 2.5. 10 plus 5 plus 10, it will give you what? Divided by 4, it will give you 7.5. Is that correct?
Yes.
Correct, right? So that is how you do it till you get to the final point. Then you now get 27.5. If you do 25 plus 30 divided by 2, give you 27.5. So that is your x, your midpoint. So you can see you have gotten your x already. So now you have gotten your x, you need to compute your fx. Your fx is now going to be 2 multiplied by x, which is 2 multiplied by 2.5 will give you 5,
2.5.
right? It will give you 5, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So that give you 5. Now for you to get x minus x bar. Now the x bar now, right? You have that is going to be your sample. That is your sample mean. That is your x5. It's your sample mean. Exactly. So this means for you to get that, I will show you a formula that can help you to get your x minus sorry. So this is all these things. This is over. So for you to calculate your mean, remember you have to do sigma fx multiplied by xf. So it's just a summation. What it means is like if I add this thing from the beginning to the end where it stop here, I have sigma f. Then add this one to this, I have sigma fx. So that means what I need to for me to get my mean, I'm going to divide this 362.5 divided by 23, it will give me 15.76. That is, I've answered one question. Simple as banana. It's simple, right? It's very simple. I'll send the material to you. Just go through it. And if
Okay.
you have issues, maybe you don't really understand how everything is being done, you can just chat, or you can still wait for the when we are meeting again. But like I said, it's actually simple, right? So this is, you have find now, you have gotten your what, your x, which is me. So that x is the one. So the next question was to find the mean. Now you are looking for, you have gotten your mean, which is the average, and now you're supposed to get your median. So this median now is equals to, the median position is going to be n divided by 2. What is m now? Can somebody tell me the name, the m here? The m here is the number, the total number of frequency, right? Look at it. I have frequency here, one, two, three. I add it up together, it will give me 23. That is a, and that's the total number of frequencies, 23.
Okay.
So the formula for median, to get the median position, is n divided by 2. So you divide 23 divided by 2, then it will now give you this. Are we together? Huh? Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So now we need to do our cumulative frequency. Like that is our CF, right? So we need to do our CF. So this is, so this was giving us this. Okay. So this. So you know what, this now we are going to do our median class contain the 11. So when we do the median position, what we solve here, this 11.5, 11.15 value, it's the value that will help us to understand the middle point of the data. Because now we have gotten, when we solve this and we got this, right? Now we now have to do a cumulative frequency on this value to give us this. So if you look at the cumulative frequency, what it means is we have 2 here, right? Then the next thing we are going to do is going to be 2. If you want to do a cumulative frequency on this data now, right? This is, let's say we have a column here for cumulative frequency. So this is going to be 2, 2 plus 4, 6, 4 plus 3. You understand? No, that is 2 plus, this is 2 is going to be here, right? And I'm trying to, let me see whether my pen will show up. Let this pen show up for me. So I have 2, I will now have 2, 2 plus, which I can write on this thing. Let me just get my camera. I'm looking for whiteboard that I can use. Let me pick your laptop and my network just bad today. Ish. So I can just try to write it just to show you guys. So, but but the idea of that is really really simple, right? It's really simple though. Can you guys still see my screen? Hello.
Yes, we can see it, but it's not. Yes, we can see it.
Okay, so the frequency, cumulative frequency, like I said, it's supposed to be two. This two now, you bring it. Let's say we are adding a column here. That is why we have this. This is two. Two plus four will give us this, right? I want to just copy this guy. Let me just do this for you guys so you understand better. Why this guy is not loading? Why? These tools now. When you need them now, just behind it. That whiteboard is not opening. So let me just try to explain to you that. I just hope you understand. So we have two, let's say two plus four. This two is going to be here. So for us to get what is going to be here is going to be two plus four will give us six, right? For us to get what is here, six plus three will give us nine. So now we have 9. For us to get what is here, it's going to be 9 plus 7 to give us what is going to be here. So that is why we now get this value. Can you see? We get this. I just do this so that we'll be able to identify where we got 11. I understand. So now this is 16. So we have 16, 16. This should be 16, right? This is 16. So 16 median class contain 11.15 value. 11.15 value. Then we have 16 here. This is 9, this is 16, and 21, and then this. So we now get our median value within this range. That is actually what this value shows us. So we got it within this range. Now, when we do that, for us now to compute our median here now, if you look at the formula, our lower boundary of median class is 15 because we got the 15 from here. This is where we got the median. So this 15, we are taking it from here. This is 15 now. We are taking it here as a lower boundary is 15. And then our end is equals to n divided by 2, right? N divided by 2 is what? 11.5. Then we have our cumulative frequency before median class is 9. So the cumulative frequency before the median class is 9 because before we got the median class, the cumulative frequency was 9, which is this one, before we got to this level. So it was 9. So we now have the frequency of median class, which is 7. The frequency of median class is what? 7. If you check where it's the 7, 7 falls between the 15. Let me show you. 7 falls between 15 to 20. Can you see? So this is the 7. So that is the frequency. We understand that the frequency of the median class 7. So the highest class, the this one, and the class width. Now the class width here now is the interval of the whole, and this thing, the interval of all the class. So if you look at it now, the interval is 0 point, this from 0 to 5, 0, 5 to 10, 5, 10 to 15, 5, 15 to 25, 20 to 25, 5. So that is the interval. So that's basically what that means. So you now impute this, or once you have all the parameters, just like I explained here, you now put the lower boundary is going to be what? This one is going to be 15, then plus open the square bracket, then n is equals to n divided by 2. That is 23 divided by 2 minus CF. So what is CF? CF is 9 divided by F. Your F is what? 7 times what? H. H is the class interval 5. That's all. So you now substitute here. You now substitute the value and put 15 plus 11.5. 11.5 is 23 divided by what? 2. We give 11.5 minus 9 divided by 7 times 5. So you do 15 brings 15. Then you have 11 minus 9. We give you 2.5 over 7 times 7 times 5. So 15 plus this. So you can actually finish what is in the bracket. Yeah. So you can say, okay, 15 divided 22.5 divided by 7. You get a figure, multiply it by 5. Then you now, what if you divide this? If you divide this 2.5 by 7, what you have multiplied by 5, then you now have 15 plus 1.75, then it will give you 16.79. Then that is becomes your answer. As simple as that. Does that look simple? Or does it feel simple? Or does it feel hard? I hope it's simple, right? Don't worry, but if I said in my child, go through it, you will understand. For real. You understand. It's not that hard. Just know the formula. Once you know the formula, it will be very simple for you. So this formula, it's so so basically this is just the math. So we have another question too, which you have the drawing. I will explain that as well. We have the question two, which I also solved this question, and we have so the question two. What was it again? Okay, so this one was talking about. The question two said it is a common policy in statistical hypothesis testing to establish a significance level alpha. That thing that looked like A is an alpha. As a researcher, you decide to reject or not to reject the null hypothesis. So by comparing the p-value with the significance level, which is the alpha, define the critical or the rejection region as p-value is less than alpha with the head of the diagram discussed critical region of x squared, that the x squared test, and then the critical region of the f test. So all those things. So we have another question number three, the table. The table below shows a continuous assessment of business statistic obtained by MBA student of distance learning in ABU. So this question now looks like what we just saw, right? But now in this one, we have moved from the now if you look at the this thing, the way of solving the other one, you're looking at the mean, the median, the mode. Now here it's a different thing, but you can see the table looks similar, but here you are looking at the lower quarter, the you are looking at the lower quartile, the upper quartile, the inter quartile, and all of that. But trust me, I think I've solved this that one too. Let me just check. Yeah, this is the number three. So you see, this is the table, just like the other table. So you're going to calculate. So exactly. So this one that have the cumulative frequency. So let me explain. So you can see we have three. Three is the frequency. Now, for me to get the cumulative frequency, I have three here. Then, for me to get this one, it's going to be 3 plus 4 will give me 7. For me to get this one, 12 plus 5 will give me 12. That's how you do your cumulative frequency. Simple. So, at least you understand that. And then your total n, your n now is equals to 48. That's your total n. Right? So, for you to find the position where you are going to choose the first quarter now, just like the way we did that one, right? For you to find the quarter one position, is going to be the position is going to be n divided by 4, right? So all this one this is just a formula, right? N divided by 4. So the n now is the total number of what the class. So that means or the total number of frequency. So 48 divided by 4 give you 12. So you now find where 12 falls in between. Where can we locate 12? 12 should fall between this guy, right? So when you are counting it, you know, fall between that guy, then you know, choose it. Okay, so 12, the cumulative 12, 12 falls in between this. Understand? This 12 falls in between this, then you now pick that value. Just like the first one we saw, while we choose 11th, 11 falls in between, that's we're looking at the cumulative frequency. So it falls in between. Let me just show you why I choose that. Where is that question? Okay, it was this one. So we said that we are choosing this. We say, okay, it falls in between this 15, 11. So let's look at the accumulative frequency. If we did it, so our cumulative frequency now I can see that we are having 2, 6, 9, 16. So the 16 is where 11 is. 11 is inside. 9 cannot give you 11, but 16 can give 11. So that is why we now choose 15 to 20 because that is where we got 11. Because and how did we determine using know where it falls? We determine that by using what the median position. We want to find the position where we can choose our what our middle point. So we now have to use n divided by 2. We give us 23 divided by 2 will give us this, right? So we have 11th point, 11th position. The 11th position now falls in between inside 16. 9 cannot give you that. This one is too much. So this is where it is. That's why we now choose this to now use it as our median class content. So for this question now, do you have like question to add? Just